I wasn't meant to hear it. Her voice carried through the half-open patio door. Light and careless, floating over the clink of wine glasses. "We're done," she said. Laughter followed. Soft. Sympathetic. Hungry. He just doesn't know it yet. I stood in the hallway, jacket in hand. My name drifted through the air like something already buried. She sounded relieved. Not angry. Not heartbroken. Relieved. Someone asked her if I suspected. A pause. "No," she said. "He's predictable. He won't make a scene." The women hummed approval. The way sharks circle before deciding which direction the blood is coming from. I could have stepped outside. Could have shattered the performance. Could have asked her to repeat herself with my name in her mouth. Instead, I adjusted my cuffs. Predictable. The word settled into my bones. I walked past the doorway. She saw me. For half a second, her smile faltered. Then it returned, polished, effortless. "Going out?" she asked, as if she hadn't just erased me. Yes. That was all I gave her. No questions. No accusation. I closed the door softly behind me. And somewhere inside that house, she began telling my ending. She didn't realize I had just started writing hers. The first crack hadn't been that night. It had started weeks ago. Maybe months. She began guarding her phone like it carried state secrets. Angling the screen away. Smiling at nothing. Showering before bed when she used to fall asleep on the couch beside me. Small things. People underestimate small things. One evening, I asked who she was texting. "Work," she said too quickly. She didn't work nights. Another time, I reached for her hand in the kitchen. She flinched. Not dramatically. Just enough. I watched her the way you watch a chess opponent who thinks you don't understand the game. Her stories stopped lining up. A dinner that lasted 3 hours. A friend I'd never heard of. A hotel charge she blamed on a cancelled conference. I didn't accuse her. I observed. I replayed her patio words in my mind. "We're done." Not "we're struggling." Not "we're fighting." Done. Like paperwork already filed. Like I was the last to be notified. The humiliation wasn't loud. It was quiet. Surgical. She wasn't just leaving. She was announcing it before informing me. Turning our marriage into pre-gossip. I began to wonder if I had ever been the husband, or just the placeholder. And then there was the name. Daniel. It slipped once during sleep. A whisper. Not mine. I didn't confront her. That would have been emotional. And emotions are messy. Instead, I waited. She left her laptop open one afternoon while taking a call outside. I didn't rush. I didn't scramble. I walked over like I belonged there. Because I did. Her messages weren't encrypted. They didn't need to be. She thought I was predictable. Daniel, soon. He suspects nothing. Her, he won't fight it. He's too calm. Too calm. I took photos. Closed the screen. Returned to the couch before she stepped back inside. That night, I checked our phone bill. Multiple late-night calls to the same number. I ran it through a database. Daniel wasn't a coworker. He was divorced. Recently. The pieces aligned with brutal precision. I met with a lawyer the next morning. Quietly. I transferred half our joint savings into a separate account, legal, documented. I copied her messages onto a secure drive. Then I waited. At dinner, she talked about renovating the kitchen. I nodded. Inside, I was cataloging her lies. She reached across the table and touched my hand. For a moment, I almost believed the gesture. Almost. But betrayal changes the texture of everything. Even warmth feels rehearsed. 3 days later, she told me she had another girls' night. I smiled. Have fun. She kissed my cheek. The same lips that whispered Daniel's name in her sleep. That evening, instead of going to the gym like usual, I parked across from the restaurant she claimed to be at. Her car wasn't there. I drove 10 minutes south. There it was. Outside a townhouse. Lights on upstairs. Her silhouette moved past a window. And another shadow joined it. I didn't feel rage. I felt confirmation. Which is worse? The report arrived on a Thursday. Not a DNA test. Something colder. My attorney had uncovered a detail she'd kept buried. The townhouse wasn't Daniel's. It was hers. Purchased 6 months ago. In her name only. Our savings had funded the down payment. Slow withdrawals. Rounded numbers. Easy to miss unless you were looking. She hadn't been planning to leave. She'd been building the exit while sleeping beside me. I placed the property documents and printed messages neatly on the dining table that night. When she came home, she saw them immediately. Her face drained. You went through my things. A fascinating first defense. I didn't raise my voice. Is the townhouse comfortable? Silence. Then tears. Immediate. Impressive. It wasn't supposed to happen like this. Of course not. Daniel's name trembled out of her mouth. She said she was confused. Unhappy. Lonely. Lonely. In the house I paid for. With the men she declared predictable. I was going to tell you, she whispered. When? I asked. No anger. Just curiosity. She had no answer. Because the plan had been simple. Humiliate me socially. Leave quietly. Start new. I folded the papers carefully. You already told them, I said. Her eyes flickered. The patio. She understood. And for the first time, she looked afraid. I'm not fighting you, I continued. That unsettled her more than shouting would have. I've already filed. The word hung between us. Filed. You can't. I can. I explained the financial transfers. The documented infidelity. The misuse of joint funds for undisclosed property. Her composure cracked. Daniel didn't know about the townhouse being bought with my money. I saw it in her expression. A hidden betrayal inside a betrayal. I forwarded the property documents to him, I added quietly. Her breath caught. He deserves clarity. Cruel. No. Precise. Her circle would learn soon enough. Court filings are public record. Affairs lose their glamour under fluorescent legal light. You're ruining my life, she said. I almost laughed. I'm correcting the narrative. She sank into a chair. For the first time, she looked small. Not because I yelled. Not because I threatened. Because I had removed the illusion that I was predictable. I loved you, she whispered. I considered that. Love doesn't buy secret houses. Love doesn't announce endings before conversations. I believe you loved the version of me who didn't look closely, I said. I picked up my coat. This time, when I walked to the door, she didn't ask where I was going. That night, my phone lit up repeatedly. Her friends. Unknown numbers. Even Daniel. I didn't answer. Predictable men chase. Predictable men beg. I had already stepped outside the script she wrote for me. The house felt different as I packed essentials the next morning. Lighter. Not because she was gone. Because the truth was no longer hiding in it. Betrayal doesn't shatter you when you see it clearly. It clarifies. She thought calm meant weak. She mistook silence for ignorance. What she never understood was this. I wasn't calm because I didn't know. I was calm because I was calculating. And by the time she declared us over, I already was.